Hey everyone, hope you guys had a super fantastic week. I always look forward to Sunday because not only is it a day off from work, but it's a day when I can relax and plan out my videos and get them filmed. And I know that this past week was really stressful for me, so I'm very excited to be just hanging out and filming videos. So today's video is comparing a few different eyebrow products that are out there on the market. Also, sorry if you hear Luna walking around, she's a pup. So I am gonna start by taking off my current eyebrows. I do have eyebrows. They're just not as dark as I would like them to be. This is what my eyebrows normally look like. I actually have been plucking them myself, so they probably don't look the best. They're pretty dark for having naturally blonde hair, but they grow kind of funny, and I do have to fill them in because there are spots like this one right here that's kind of patchy, so I definitely have to do my eyebrows every day. Also, if you notice, like this eyebrow extends to here, but this one almost looks like it stops like way over here. So the first product that we're gonna look at is something that I actually use every day as of right now. This is the NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder. Now, what I like about this is it does give you two colors when you buy this little tiny palette. So this one is in the color blonde, and if you look here on the front, you get two different colors plus a wax, which I don't use, it's like in perfect condition. You get a little brush as well as this little guy right here to actually apply it. Now, I used that at first and I don't actually like the way it applies, so I use a different one now. What I use is actually supposed to be an eyeliner brush by MAC. It's the 263 brush from MAC. Extending the end just a little bit. Then I take the little brush guy. I don't use wax to set my eyebrows, I use a gel. At this point is typically where I'd apply the gel. As you can see, it's a pretty big difference. The reason I like this is that it doesn't actually make your brows look like over the top. It kind of keeps them looking natural. They don't look too filled in, but I do like the natural look that it gives it. I'm kind of doing this video as I go, and I'm thinking that what I might do is just do one and one for each product so you can see the difference. But yeah, so this is typically my everyday look. This is the product I use the most on my brows. But let's move on to the next brow product that we're going to try out. This next brow product that we're gonna try came in a monthly subscription box for a makeup. However, I don't remember which box it was, but it is the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Color. It's just like an eyebrow pencil, and it's very thin, like so thin. I don't know if this color is going to be perfect for me. I have used it a couple times, but I've never actually followed through with it and used it as the solo product on my eyes. So I'm curious to see what we can create with this. Oh, I already don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it. Just feels like I'm getting way too defined lines. And I just don't like my eyebrows looking like they're like painted on. That's just my personal thing. So that is that look. Wow, my eyebrow is so dark, you guys. Okay, so obviously I think this taupe color is a little bit too dark. I mean, I probably could get away with it because my hair is multicolored. It wouldn't really matter. I do like the shape that it allows me to create with my eyebrow. However, I don't like the lines. Like, I feel like I have a cartoon brow. See, like when I zoom out, like, I don't know, that looks super cartoonish to me. I also want to apologize. I know I'm looking into the viewfinder a lot, but like I'm kind of viewing this at the same time as you are. I will say this, on the camera, you guys are viewing my brow a lot darker than it actually looks in real life. It's dark, don't get me wrong, but it's not coming across as dark in person as it is on the camera screen. I don't know, this is just one of those products that I've never really been into, like the defined lines. I like when an eyebrow kind of looks more natural and has like a haze to the edges. Yeah, I don't know about this product. So the tip is really thin though, so you can get those defined lines, especially over in the corner. So if you're interested, I will link the product down below. I'm not sure how much it retails for, but it might be worth looking into if you're interested in that. I just lost like 3 eyebrow hairs. Let's do the other brow for like the next couple, just to give this brow a break. So this was actually gifted to me from a friend. I've never used this before. It's called the Benefit Ka-Brow. She gave it to me because she said the color was a little too dark for her brows. This is a cream gel brow color with brush. It says #1 on the bottom, so I don't know if that's the color name. Anyway, so you pop the top off. There's a brush in here. And then you unscrew this bottom part, and this is where the color for your brow is. So it's like a tiny little jar. Oh, that's interesting. It has a very interesting consistency. And you get a lot of product with one dip into that little pot. So, wow. I actually really like this. And I have not yet re-dipped into the pot for more product. This is all just still the same amount of product. Wow, okay. This is awesome, you guys. Let me zoom in so you can see. So here's my brow no product. Here is the brow with the Benefit Ka-Brow product I just applied. I have to say I really, really like this. It still gives the soft look while being a little bit more defined. I think the color matches really well. I also like that I only had to dip the brush into the product once. And this is what applied from one like swipe of product. I don't know if you can see into the pot, but you can also tell that I didn't really use very much. So this product goes a long way. I really like this a lot. I don't even know how much it retails for because like I said, it was a gift, but wow, I really like it. I'll find it online and I'll link it down below in case you're interested in checking it out. I mean, look, there's still product left on it, like from when I dipped it in. Like, that's really cool. This is a great product. Okay, I need to be more gentle because I'm like pulling out my eyebrow hairs. Like they're just like coming out. The last thing I want to test is not actually an eyebrow product. If you don't actually own an eyebrow product or you don't want to go out and buy one because they can be kind of expensive. I know the ones that I've showed you so far, the NYX, this is about $7, $7 or $8. Benefit, I'm sure something like this is probably upwards of $20, if not a little bit under it. And like I said, I'm not really sure what the price point of this pencil is, but I will leave links down below with all of the products to know. But I'd like to assume that what I've showed you so far is a pretty decent range of products and price. If you're still someone who necessarily doesn't want to go out and buy an eyebrow product, there are ways that you can get around this. So using a similar brush like this MAC one that I use for my eyebrows, you could take a palette, and I would really, really recommend matte, like a matte palette such as the Tarte palette right here. I don't actually use this anymore, but it's like a Maybelline shimmer brown palette thing for your eyes. Try to steer clear of the shimmers if you can. If you have matte, it's a lot better, but a matte palette like this one would work great. All you have to do is find a color that's most like either your hair color or your actual eyebrow color. For me, I'm gonna go with this Dreamer color right here. And you're just using eyeshadow as your eyebrow color. And so here's the unfilled and here's the filled with the eyeshadow that we just used. So obviously there's a little bit of a patchiness going on. I probably would need to brush them, but this was just eyeshadow. So if you don't actually own an eyebrow product and you don't want to go spend the extra money on it, just use an eyeshadow that closely resembles the color of your hair or the color of your eyebrows. I'm actually just gonna use this on the other one now, and I'm gonna use it as my day look today because I already have it on and I don't want to rip out any more of my hairs. This is actually something that I used to do as well. A lot of you might not know on this channel, but I used to have red fire engine hair. So what I used to do is I would buy a red eyeshadow that was like not super like fire engine red, but it was like a muted red, kind of like a burgundy color, and I would use that to fill in my eyebrows every day so that my eyebrows matched my hair. And I did that for 3 years straight. So for 3 years, I didn't even use eyebrow products. I only used eyeshadow as a brow product, and I'm telling you, it saves you money and it still looks just as good. Now, something else I do too, if you use a little bit too much product on the inner corner where the hair is a little bit lighter, sometimes I'll just take a dry cotton and I'll just kind of wipe it a little bit. It kind of diffuses the color a little bit on the outside and it doesn't make it look so harsh. And there we have it, brows from a palette. This was specifically from the Tartelette palette by Tarte. So yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of different options when it comes to brow products. I will have all of these items linked down below for you. If you have any further questions, please leave them in comments. I'd be more than happy to answer them after the fact. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next week with another one. Bye everyone.